Welcome to Octane Mobile Gaming. Welcome once again to the channel. This is Octane, your host, and we're going to take a look at some possible deck combinations. So today I've got three combinations for you. They are non-event combination. One works really well, which is this one. It uses Bewitching Conjurers as the main damage dealer. Now I've got Bewitching Conjurers at 3 pink stars, and it's awoken 5 times. What this card will do, it will create 4 light power gem 6s. Then it increases Light Slayer's attack by 20% for 1 turn, can be reset. Now that is what we're looking for. So bear in mind from this day forth, any card that's got a reset on it, try and get a copy of that ultimate form, because that seems to be the theme now. When you've got a card that can reset its battle skill, it's a really good card to have. So it's got 4 passive on board. One is reset, the next one is unstoppable, the third one, it creates 2 light power gem 6s at the start of each turn, and the next passive cleanses 1 debuff from each light slayer on the team. It's a light slayer deck, so it's not going to be as powerful as a commander deck, but it's quite powerful. Neocontender is the one that's going to give you 550% damage buff for 1 turn. Also creates 12 light power gem 8s. It gives you an immunity every 4th turn. Metaverse Masters needs no introduction. It was last year's anniversary card, which I think was quite nice. This one is Beast Rider Brawlers. This one will give Light Slayers 225% damage increase. It's got a 3 turn cooldown. It creates 7 light power gems at the start of each turn. It's also got damage resist as well, and at the start of each turn it cleanses 2 enemies debuff. This one is Will of Kopai, needs no introduction. It will give us 900% attack increase, and that is the combination that I'm using for the solo bosses, and I use it for guild bosses. It can be used for ultimates as well, but you won't get very high with the ultimates. You probably get, it depends on how many relics you've got, you probably get into the mid 20s depending on the cards that you've got as well. Now this is the one that I'm using for the quest map. It's changed a bit. It's the same one that I showcased yesterday. Afterlife Alliances give us the killer skill. Then you've got Twin Fangs, Divine Sovereign, Sunblessed Siblings, and Kaladira Last Lineage, and that is, now this is a combination that I put together. It's not as powerful as a Slayer combination. Maximum damage I was able to do with this one with 3 keys was about 40 quadrillion. So we're gonna go straight into the event, and then we're gonna see what each one of these combination is actually able to do. So let's just tag this boss first, and then we move on to the guild boss. So let's collect this one, and the next guild boss will become available. So let's try this one first. Let's find the deck. Let's try this one first. I'm gonna use 3 keys, go straight into the battle. Sunblessed Siblings is going to be the card that depending on for most of my damage dealing. So you just start from right to left if you play from right to left, or if you play from left to right, you activate the cards the same way, same layout, but just from left to right. And there you go. The problem with this one is that you can cleanse the debuffs. However, it won't power up Metaverse Master as easily, because we create a lot of our dark gems passively, and that is the problem with this combination. So it takes a long time to power up Metaverse Master. However, Afterlife Alliances has got a 4 turn cooldown, and it takes quite a long time to go through those 4 turns. So you, as you can see, it's not really that powerful. And we go again. And let's see the damage on Sunblessed Siblings. Sunblessed Siblings is doing 8 quadrillion. So not that powerful for a commander deck. Let's collect that one. And let's go again and tag the other one. Yeah, we tag that one. And then we'll move on to the other deck that we've got for you. So let's collect that. Somebody else killed it because I was just messing about with that combination. So that combination is not very powerful. So let's scrap that one and go to this one, which it's a slow burner, but it's vastly more powerful. So what we're going to do, we're going to activate Neo Contenders and Metaverse Masters battle skill first, but I haven't got the correct relics equipped on board, so I didn't create a full board of light power gems. So once you've activated Metaverse Masters and Neo Contenders battle skill, Neo Contender needs to be activated first, and then Metaverse Masters after. Then you just go for 3 turns and wait on Neo Contenders battle skill to be available again. Now we've got a passive that cleanses debuffs, so we're gonna activate first Bewitching Conjurers, and then we're gonna activate Neo Contenders Metaverse Master Bewitching Conjurers again, and then we activate the other 2 cards that we got on board. Swap your power gems, and voila, it just over 169 quadrillion, vastly more powerful than the other combination. It's quite slow, vastly more slower than the current deck, but if you haven't got anything else, this is something that you can use within the event, and it works quite well. So again, Neo Contenders, Metaverse Masters battle skill. Then you go through 3 turns, and after you go through 3 turns, you are able to activate your battle skills and do quite a bit of damage. So let's go. That should be 2, and then this should be the last turn. 3. Neo Contenders is ready. So Neo Contenders, Metaverse Master, Bewitching Conjurer. Oh, activated wrong. It should have been Bewitching Conjurers first. Anyway, it happens. You get confused some of the time and you lose concentration. Lost concentration there. Bewitching Conjurers should have been the first card that to activate, but you get the general gist of the deck, and the deck does work for a Slayer deck. It is quite good. So that is that. Let's tag this one, and okay, so it's exhausted that one. Let's go to my tag index. So I've got my tag index here, so I've just got multicolored decks and I just use them to tag. Some of them I've got relics, some of them I haven't got no relics, but it's just a tagging. It's just tagging decks for the multi-bosses. That's all it is. Alright, so next tagging deck. Let's get to my next tagging deck. That's my next tagging deck, so I'll just tag and then we'll go through the quest map. I'm not very high on the quest map because I just started playing. As I said, I have a early start and a late finish today. So I just finish and I just start playing. So as you can see, I'm just level 3. Just level 3. But let's go, and really like the current ultimate form. It's a brilliant ultimate form. I think it's quite good to have. I can craft it on Saturday. I'm quite gutted because I really wanted to craft the Fire Slayer next week. Won't be able to craft a Fire Slayer if I craft the light, and I won't be able to craft the light if I craft the Fire Slayer. So I'm gonna see. So what I'm gonna do here, you just activate this one first, Afterlife Alliance, because it does create power gems passively, but you have to activate the battle skill first, and then after it creates the battle skill with its passive ability. This one creates power gems over 3 turns. Last Lineage. So that's not too bad. We've got a lot of buffs on the cards. Does do a bit of damage, and it does take you through the quest map. It's not very powerful, but it's powerful enough to get you through the quest map. So just activate everything else and it will take out this boss. I'm very low, but you can see the general gist of the deck, and that is my quest deck. Will work for me. I just need to stay in the Legend League. That's all I need to do. Just stay in the Legend League at the moment. Not too bad. I'm 192, so I'm way above the relegation zone, so that's not too bad. Here is a solo boss, and we're gonna demonstrate the capability of this combination for you once more. Bear in mind, it's not a deck that you can just play any and now. It takes a bit of concentration, because if you don't concentrate, you will activate the cards in the wrong order like I did. So let's try and concentrate and see if we can get really high damage on this solo boss. So I made a mistake yesterday. Judgment is actually a buff for the boss, not a debuff. So we're just waiting for the 3-turn cooldown for Near Contenders, and then we will activate all our battle skill. So that should have been the last turn before Near Contenders is ready again. And first one we go Bewitching Conjurers, Near Contender, Metaverse Master, Bewitching Conjurers, and then last but not least, okay, so we needed a bit of loose power gem on the board, but this should be relatively high damage, probably anything over 100. Well, 97 quadrillion isn't too bad for a Slayer deck, you have to admit. 200% overkill, that's okay. And that is your non-event combinations that I've got for you. So if that helps you out, leave a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed as yet. And this is iOctane saying peace and enjoy the event. Bye for now.